Jackwoods, how y'all doing? So, yeah, it's just after 3, and I just got out of McDonald's. I thought, I'll go to McDonald's, get me a cup of coffee for the drive home. I like to have a cup of coffee to drink on my drive home. So I go through, and I think, oh, crap, I was going to go through the drive-thru, and just before I got there, I thought, hey, I can't. My window's broke right now. Got my door all torn apart there and everything. My window's screwed up because just problems with not the motor, but there's like a gearbox in there. There's a plastic gears in it, and they get all stripped. And I want to put a crank on there, and I just ain't figured out how, because of the way the window works with cables. It actually works with cables. So I got to figure out how to put a crank on there. That or just break down and buy another motor and gearbox, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, that's not what I was going to tell you about. What I was going to tell you about was, so I have to go inside to get my coffee. And that's what I do. And when I walk in there, there's a couple of guys standing there, and they're both standing there looking really disgusted, looking really pissed. Nobody at the register, though. Nobody in line, I mean. And so I just walk right up to the register, and I order myself a medium coffee, 5 sugars. That's how I take it. So the guy says, okay, takes my money and that. And I go back over and stand in line, get a number and everything, stand in line. And while I'm there, the first guy, apparently they screwed up his order bad enough that he sent the whole thing back and is redoing the whole thing. A small bag of food, I don't know what all was in it. Might have just been one sandwich, I don't know. But anyway, they redid that and sent it back out to him. And he looks in the bag and he's really pissed now because they fucked it up again. And he's telling them what they got wrong. He's showing them the receipt and everything. And they're trying to fix his. And this woman walks in and, kind of cuts in front of us all. She's out of the drive-thru. She's got one of these, those big calf dinner boxes. If you're from Ohio, you'd know what that is. Cleveland Cavaliers dinner box. And she brings it in and slams it down on the counter. She's pissed. She's showing them the receipt, talking about what all they forgot. So they're trying to put more burgers and shit in her freaking, box or whatnot. And they finish her up, and then they get the other guy finished up. He's finally happy, and he goes to leave. Then right after that, they're getting ready to give me my coffee, and some other woman comes in from the drive-thru, and she's got a bag in her hand. She does the same thing, slams the bag down on the table, gets her receipt, shows them a receipt, and I can't hear what they're saying, but she's pointing at the receipt, pointing in the bag, and they're looking in the bag, looking at the receipt. They're like, oh, okay, and they get back there, and I can hear this commotion going on in the kitchen. I need this something sausage right now. I don't know. Must be the breakfast menu. I don't know. So anyway, then the guy puts a coffee down on the table. It's a small coffee, and I'm like on the counter there, and I just look at it and stand there. He looks at me and says, well, this is yours. I said, okay, and I took a step forward, picked it up, looked at it and said, man, that's the smallest medium coffee I've ever seen. He goes, oh, you're supposed to get medium. I got the receipt in my hand, and I'm like, yeah, showing him. Because he doesn't even look at it. He already realized he screwed up. So he's getting me my medium coffee. When they come up to the other guy that was standing there pissed off, put his bag down. He looks in the bag and says, look, you didn't even put this in. Whatever it was, I don't know. They give him that. He turns around. I'm still waiting for my coffee, and he's walking past me going, every goddamn time I come in here, and I mean, he's madder than a hornet, and so then they give me my right coffee, and I was holding the other one, so I said, here, and he goes, no, you can have both of them. I screwed up. I said, okay. So I got 2 coffees. Basically, I got a large for the price of a medium, I guess. But anyways, I was just wanting to say You know, it's not just newcomers down McDonald's. You know, it really isn't. Now I gotta say, for Caddis, their drive-through, when I order just a coffee, they almost always get it right. But as far as today, I don't know, going inside there, man, things didn't look good. But the thing is, I just wonder, what is it? What it seems like this is happening all over, and you hear people complaining all the time. But I remember when I was young, my parents would go through some drive-through, usually fast food place, once a week. We'd get something little to eat. And look at this. I'm doing 57 mile an hour, 55 mile an hour speed limit. And even the fucking 18-wheelers are going around me like I'm going backwards. You know? On a 2-lane highway. Christ almighty, what's wrong with people? So, anyway, what was I saying? What's the difference? 15, 20 years ago, of course, I was a kid a lot longer than that ago, but 15, 20 years and more ago, when you went through a drive-thru, didn't matter, McDonald's, Burger Chef, wherever it was, you know, roughly, I'd say 90 to 95% of the time, they got the order right. At least that's how I remember it. But now it's closer to, they get the order right about 20% of the time. It's wrong 80% of the time. And that is actually math that we've actually done. We've actually, you know, we went around and we counted it out to see how often they were right. And they're right about 20% of the time. What the hell is going on? I mean, why is it that all of a sudden, I mean, it's almost impossible for them to get your order right? Is it the schooling? Is it the parenting? Or is it just that I forget? Was it always that way? Was it always that way that you go through a drive-through or a fast food place and they get the order wrong most of the time? It doesn't seem like it was that way before. I don't know. It really befuddles me. You know, I was actually laughing about it. I wasn't pissed off. I was laughing because, I mean, the kids in there running around like they don't even have a clue what they're doing, you know. And I feel kind of bad for them. I kind of feel bad for the people who are pissed off too. But I think they're ridiculous. People get ridiculously pissed off. Ridiculously easy. Is that what it is, maybe? Do people just get pissed easier than they used to? So you notice the mistakes? I don't know. What is it? You guys tell me. I don't know.